Ladies and gentlemen, your master of ceremonies, the president and CEO of TechPoint, Mike Langelier.
Welcome to the 22nd Annual Mira Awards. Tonight, you're going to be part of a community milestone that's come to be known as Tech's biggest night, the Oscars of Tech, and the best of tech in Indiana. Since 1999, TechPoint has produced the Mira Awards, and over that time, we've honored a grand total of 261 products, companies, places, and people with coveted Mira Awards. Of course, we wish we were back together in person in a grand ballroom somewhere with everyone dressed to the nines and a gourmet meal in front of us and the drinks flowing. We're holding out hope for that next year. Though we're not physically together, we've worked hard to pull in the faces, the humanity of our community, and I hope you see and you feel that. In that spirit, we've invited some very talented local artists to join us in studio and share their talents with us tonight. To do this, we've partnered with Gang Gang. And if you're not familiar with Gang Gang, it's a new cultural development firm that's investing in the creative economy. They help organizations like ours find and support great artists who are actively working to improve the social and professional environment for people in marginalized communities. Deanna Craig has already started creating an original abstract painting inspired by tonight's production and Maya Angelou's poem, Still I Rise. We'll conclude the evening with a performance by Native Son, Indy's premier hip-hop group. Native Son will be joined by poet and advocate Manon Voice, one of the city's most sought-after spoken word artists. We hope this action-packed virtual celebration touches your heart, inspires you, makes you smile, and leaves you with hope and excitement. The theme this year is Rise Up. And while the theme was set last winter, it seems just as fitting tonight. The tech industry rose up to provide solutions that enabled the world to continue during the pandemic. Imagine if working from home wasn't an option. If your kids couldn't keep schooling, if your customers couldn't contact you, if you couldn't order food delivery, and if you couldn't see your parents' and grandparents' faces for a year. Think how catastrophic the past year would have been if that enabling technology didn't exist. At times, it was a right and a responsibility to rise up when our institutions didn't represent our values. For many, it was a calling to rise up because our colleagues, our customers, our country, our community, even our families needed us to do more, to be more. And you'll see examples in the award winners tonight. Who should rise up? Is it I, the individual, or we, the community? The answer is both. The election reinforced that individual votes matter, and racial justice demonstrations reinforced that individual voices matter. But those experiences also reinforced that individual votes and voices matter more when banded together. We need each other. Let's acknowledge that the past year was also hard. You might have had to save your business and make hard trade-offs. You might have gotten really sick. You might have even lost your job. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. And we're off to a fast start in 2021 already. So far this year alone, High Alpha raised a $110 million fund to invest in startups. JobVite moved their headquarters from the Bay Area to Indianapolis. Terminus announced a $90 million investment and major jobs announcement. Bay Area headquartered Saligo picked Indy for its expansion site, and 16 Tech officially opened. Just this week, ActiveCampaign announced a $240 million investment and major Indianapolis expansion. And today, Rolls-Royce announced a global partnership with Purdue University and Carnegie Mellon University, establishing a cyber tech research network in Indianapolis. Our growth is getting national attention. Indianapolis jumped 50 spots on Milliken's Best Performing Cities 2021 ranking, and was listed by the Wall Street Journal as one of the 4 best cities to find a new job. It's important that we celebrate our successes and cast hope for the future. And that is what tonight is all about. Before we jump into the first award, we want to recognize the organizations who made this gala financially possible. Many of them have been sponsoring the Mira Awards for years, and we can't thank you enough for your support. To highlight tonight's sponsors, I'd like to welcome my colleague, Lauren Peterson, TechPoint's Vice President of Stakeholder Engagement.
Thank you, Mike, and good evening, everyone. It's so great to be celebrating another year of accomplishments as a community together at the Mira Awards. We are thrilled to have Salesforce as our presenting sponsor once again this year. As you can see, they have a large contingency of employees watching tonight. Say hello, Salesforce employees. It's so great to see you all, even watching from San Francisco. In the past 8 years, Salesforce has become such a central and valuable anchor employer for Indiana's technology community, and we're grateful for everything they do to give back, including investing significantly in this evening, Tech's biggest night. This year, we have 21 gold sponsors. They include Anthem, Ball State University, Comcast Business, Cummins, Delta Faucet Company, Eli Lilly and Company, Fagery Drinker, Indianapolis Business Journal, Inside Indiana Business, Indiana University IUPUI, Ivy Tech Community College, Marquis Rental and Staging, One America, Pathos, Purdue University, Rolls-Royce, Tactive, UKG, Verizon Wireless, WGU Indiana, and Zotec Partners. We are grateful for the investment made by all 64 sponsors this year, each of which are noted in your program book and also on techpoint.org/riseup. I want to take just a moment and acknowledge the fact that these sponsors chose to stick with us even when there was a lot of uncertainty in the world. They believe in this community and they rose up to enable the celebration, the best of tech in Indiana. Please support them with your business as they do all of us, and join me in thanking them for their support.
Going into the Mira Awards season this winter, we weren't sure what to expect. We feared that we'd see a major dip in the Mira Awards applications as many companies felt pandemic headwinds and didn't experience the banner year that they expected. Instead, we had a record number of 211 Mira Awards applications this year. Some companies positioned themselves to respond to the obstacles of the pandemic really well. They underwent rapid digital transformation and saw sales increase, making them terrific candidates for our traditional awards categories. But in a year like 2020, remarkable achievements abounded in our tech community in ways not measured by traditional business metrics. We wanted to make sure those stories were told as well, as they highlight the creativity, the adaptability, and the resilience that our tech community is known for. So we created a new award category, the Pandemic Pivot of the Year. The category attracted a plethora of applications, such a quantity and diversity of applications that we actually split the category and will announce a winner among small to medium-sized businesses and a winner among large enterprises. You might be wondering how the winners tonight across the awards were selected. It's actually quite an intensive process that starts with Joshua Hall and the TechPoint team recruiting 52 volunteer judges. You can see them on the screen behind me, and their names are listed on page 4 in your program. Our judges are an impressive roster of CEOs, CIOs, VPs, entrepreneurs, engineers, and industry professionals who get assigned to one of the judging categories. The judges reviewed and ranked each application and then selected 122 nominees who were then invited for presentations and interviews with these judges. Over 2 days, judges heard from each nominee, they deliberated, and then they chose winners. In total, those judges invested a combined 850 hours into this process. So judges, you are critical to the credibility of these awards, so thank you for all of the time and intentionality that you invested in this process. We will now move to our first award, that Pandemic Pivot of the Year. And to announce the winner among small to medium-sized organizations, it is my pleasure to introduce Sham Nair, Executive Vice President of Technology at Salesforce. Sham is a TechPoint board member, and he also serves on the executive committee. He leads a team of more than 1,000 engineers at Salesforce, pioneering new solutions for cloud, mobile, social, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, voice, and blockchain. He's on a quest to keep Salesforce on top as the global leader in customer relationship management. Sham, Salesforce did some pretty impressive pandemic pivots of its own last year, didn't it?
Thanks, Mike. First off, Salesforce is committed to Indiana and helping grow our tech community here. And I really want to thank Mike, TechPoint, and all of the technology leadership of Central Indianapolis to continue to grow our technology. To your question, yeah, last year was a challenge for everyone worldwide. Organizations and businesses had to pivot and show leadership, accelerate solutions and services to meet the new needs. For us at Salesforce, it was not different at all. We had to reimagine our business, innovate to address the challenges which were presented overnight. As an example, we had to pivot to provide solutions for new needs, businesses and organizations wanting to return to work for their employees through what we called ourselves as work.com, or help our government institutions now and hospitals with coordinated at-scale vaccination campaign and management with Vaccine Cloud. It continues to be our area of focus that we lead and enable our stakeholders to be successful from anywhere. One thing that I note is the power of technology and the innovation that we present has never been more sought after than it was during these unprecedented times. I'm extremely happy to see TechPoint recognize new innovation and exceptional efforts in this area through this leadership to the communities presented through this Pandemic Pivot of the Year award. Thanks, Mike. I look forward to it.
Thank you, Shyam. We are grateful to you and the team at Salesforce for being our presenting sponsor and all you do in the community. Shyam, you're going to stay with me here to announce our first award winner. So here are the nominees for Pandemic Pivot of the Year for the small to medium-sized business category. This award recognizes tech employers who responded to the pandemic in remarkable ways to serve societal or customer needs, to seize opportunities created by market demand shifts, or to survive amidst very difficult challenges. To you, Shyam.
Thank you. Once again, congratulations, everyone, and thank you, the entire leadership community here. Let me present you the Mira Award winner for the Pandemic Pivot of the Year. The award goes to One Cause.
On March 13th, 2020, One Cause went from supporting 200 plus in-person events a week to 0. The popular nonprofit fundraising platform and solutions provider had grown used to spring being peak fundraising season, and they were expecting another record-breaking year. In fact, they were expecting their best year since the company was founded in 2008. What happened next with the global pandemic and shutdowns was an existential threat to the company and the entire fundraising event industry. One Cause, however, made smart, creative moves that not only earned them 1,400 new customers using their newly created virtual event center, but they helped those nonprofits raise $500 million in just 6 months. They are expecting 2021 to be yet another record-breaking year for the company, and accepting on behalf of One Cause is CEO Steve Johns.
Wow, Mike, thank you so much. This is quite cool, I have to say. So first of all, thank you to TechPoint for creating the special award category. Cheers to my fellow nominees and their inspiring stories of pivot. I would like to take a moment to honor all the 500,000 people who died from this horrible virus and the countless others whose lives have been impacted economically, socially, and emotionally. Next, as far as One Cause, you are truly remarkable, One Cause. Through personal sacrifice and living values every day, we stood strong together. We faced the threat and prevailed. Our resilience allowed us to completely pivot every aspect of our business operations to meet the needs of our over 4,500 nonprofit customers, including our new virtual event center. Through all those efforts, we helped to raise over $500 million for our customers and their causes, all during this global pandemic. I couldn't be more proud of every single member of One Cause Nation. Thank you for all you do. This is your award. Thank you.
Congratulations, One Cause team, and thank you, Shyam and Salesforce, for your sponsorship. Okay, now we turn to the Pandemic Pivot of the Year for institutions and large enterprises, and Deloitte is sponsoring this award. Deloitte is the third largest private company in the country and the largest professional services network offering audit, consulting, risk, and financial advisory, tax, and legal services. At Deloitte, they like to point out that being the biggest or having the most services doesn't matter nearly as much as the impact they make on the world. They focus on helping their clients achieve remarkable goals, solve complex problems, or make meaningful progress. And Mary Belke, Indianapolis Managing Partner with Deloitte, is here to present the award. And here are the nominees. Like its counterpart for small organizations, this award also recognizes institutions and large employers who responded to the pandemic in impressive ways. These nominees pivoted to serve societal or customer needs, seized opportunities created by market demand shifts, or survived amidst very difficult challenges. Let's hear the winner, Mary.
Thanks, Mike. And on behalf of Deloitte, we are honored to be a sponsor of the Mira Awards, and congratulations to all the nominees. And the Pandemic Pivot of the Year for large companies goes to Car Global. Congratulations.
When the pandemic hit, Car voluntarily shuttered its 70-plus auction locations to protect customers, employees, and communities. With the sudden need to pivot, Car leapfrogged its own product roadmap by months and in some areas by years. And within 2 weeks, launched its fully automated auctioneer-less sales platform called Simulcast Plus. The Mira Awards judges noted that it was Car's significant investments in people, especially tech talent, prior to the pandemic that set the company up for such a dramatic shift in its operations. The first of its kind Simulcast Plus platform has proved so durable and effective that by August of 2020, Car announced it would be sticking with its 100% digital marketplace, even after the pandemic, with no plans to return to physical auctions. Here to accept the award is Tom Fisher, Chief Digital Officer and Executive Vice President at Car Global.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you to the entire TechPoint team, and congratulations to all the nominees. I never thought there could be a more competitive award than like large enterprise, but this certainly is not the case. I just want to talk a little bit about the team. 2020 was certainly a challenging year. It was without a doubt the most challenging year of my career, and I think for a lot of folks. And as you mentioned, for Car, we were impacted particularly hard. And we made some very strategic decisions for safety to keep our employees safe. And it gave us the opportunity to not look at who we were, but who we wanted to be coming out of this. And Mike, to your point, we're holding to that. We've launched our DE&I programs. We've bolstered our employee engagement programs. We are completely digital. And I'm happy to say that we're here in the Indiana community, supporting the community and focused on that on a day-by-day basis. There are a couple people on here on this call today that I really want to thank, and I normally don't do individuals, but they represent teams. Stephanie Miner, who's responsible for our Simulcast Plus rollout, the auctioneers platform. Kristen Lampkin, who runs our DE&I programs. Sarah Wolfgang, who from scratch built one of the best employee engagement programs anybody has ever seen. And thanks to all of our Car team members for getting us through this and getting us to where we need to be. Thank you all. Thank you, TechPoint. Thank you to the community for all the support and love that we get on a day-by-day basis. We're really proud to be representing the Indiana community as best as we possibly can, and we think we're going to continue to do that for a long time to come. Thank you, Mike.
Congratulations, Tom and the Car Global team, and thank you to the Pandemic Pivot of the Year award sponsor, Deloitte. The judges also asked that we recognize Franklin College with an honorable mention for their pivot. Franklin has a powerful story about shifting from an entirely traditional face-to-face liberal arts college to all digital in 2 days. They also stood up learning management systems and a digital fluency model in record time. Last year's Mira Awards happened in the wake of George Floyd's death and the ensuing social upheaval. Not only did the event spotlight racial injustice, it sparked assessment and action around diversity, equity, and inclusion in the workforce, including the tech industry. TechPoint, like many organizations, issued commitments. I shared those publicly here on the Mira stage. We followed through on those commitments, and I want to be transparent and accountable in reporting back in detail on progress. So we've published a post on techpointindex.com for you to see. The mission for racial diversity, equity, and inclusion is far from done, but we have made progress and hope your organization has made progress too. I hope you stepped out. I hope you pushed into discomfort, talked, learned, and empathized, wrestled with the issues, and even made some honest mistakes. I certainly did. But we took action. We sought out Black tech entrepreneurs and business executives in earnest, and you've in turn joined us as TechPoint members, hiring companies and board members. You've applied for Mira Awards and have become Mira Awards judges. Reinforced to me from the effort over the past year was the power of intentionality. We didn't have to change the rules or put a thumb on the scales. We just had to be intentional. And I hope you're seeing the fruits of that intentionality here tonight. 2021 reminded us that racism isn't just black and white. Many of our Asian American and Pacific Islander colleagues have experienced it too. And it's wrong. We want to be just as intentional about understanding and align with you during this time as well. Together, we must continue envisioning, insisting on, and working toward a better future.
As they are every year, the winners tonight will be interviewed by Gary Dick next week and featured in our joint newsletter. Gary will also highlight the Mira Award winners on his TV show. This is a partnership made possible by our friends at Comcast Business, who have been sponsoring the Mira Award Winners Studio now for 8 consecutive years. We can't say enough good things about Comcast's support of TechPoint and the Mira Awards. Here to share more, some really special news about what Comcast is doing in our tech community is someone who I don't think needs much of an introduction, the host of Inside Indiana Business, Gary Dick.
I'm here with Jeff Marston. Jeff is Vice President of Business Services at Comcast. And once again, Comcast is sponsoring the Mira Winner Studio. I'm looking forward to interviewing all of tonight's big winners next week and featuring the Mira Awards on Inside Indiana Business, airing April 30 on WFYI and May 2 on Wish TV. Jeff, it's great to be part of the Mira Awards with Comcast once again.
Thank you, Gary. It's always a big highlight of our year, too.
Well, your chairman, Brian Roberts, made a big commitment last June to do more in the fight against injustice and inequality. Jeff, remind us of some of the initiatives that have gone on the past several months.
Well, when the pandemic and social unrest hurting people across the country, our chairman felt that we could be doing more than we already were. So he allocated $100 million to fighting injustice and inequality through a wide range of programs that are already making a difference here in Indianapolis. First, we partnered with the Indy Black Chamber to get cash grants into the hands of small businesses and owners who were hit particularly hard by COVID-19. And we're helping Code Black Indy finish their tech lounge at Crystal Moore House and bringing community Wi-Fi to Hawville.
All right, let's hear now from those two organizations.
Comcast reached out as soon as the pandemic hit and asked how they could help. What we understood was 40% of Black businesses were going out of business nationally. And so I said, well, we needed grants. And so they ended up giving us enough money to fund 18 businesses, around $2,500 for all of them. And it was great and it helped our businesses grow through the pandemic.
Once Comcast, I saw the interview on Fox 59 about what we were doing in building the tech lounge in the Crystal Moore House. Comcast pretty much came running. When they heard about us wanting to bring community Wi-Fi to Hallville, they wanted to come right in and partner with us on this effort. So their first phase was bringing fiber to Crystal Moore House. And then beyond that, we even started discussions about how their personnel will come in and do mock interviews, resume reviews, and even some job shadowing.
Jeff, it sounds like that $100 million is really being put to good use.
It is, and those are just two examples connected to the tech community here in Indianapolis. Comcast has been part of 10 other projects like these across Indiana and thousands across the country. And I'd also like to mention that we're investing $1 billion over the next 10 years into our existing Internet Essentials program. And Internet Essentials helps close the digital divide and gives low-income Americans the digital tools and resources they need. It's a program that's been around for 10 years and helped more than 10 million people get online at home. With this commitment, we expect to impact 50 million people over the next 10 years.
Jeff, that is exciting. It's really inspiring to see companies like Comcast with a major commitment, making that commitment all over the United States and especially right here in Indianapolis.
Thank you, Gary.
All right, now on with the Mira Awards.
Joining us live now to present the Community Impact Award is Comcast own Jeff Marston. Hey, Jeff, let's go ahead and see the nominees. This award celebrates mission-driven people of organizations that have helped to push our tech community forward, the impact makers of our year. Whether it's through a corporation, an agency, a social enterprise, or through individual grit and determination, these inspiring champions have made a difference for all of us, especially relating to diversity, equity, and inclusion.
And the Mira Award for Community Impact goes to Anushree Bag. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Anu. As Senior IT Leader at the Indiana Office of Technology, Anu could see just how underrepresented women are in state government technology, especially at higher levels. Based on her own experience with systemic barriers that impact female advancement in STEM fields, Anu founded Government Women in Technology, an affinity group that is the first of its kind, not only in the state of Indiana, but any state government in the entire country. Today, Government Women in Technology is thriving with members across 24 Indiana state agencies with potential to expand nationally. I'm so proud of you, Anu. How are you feeling?
Oh, Lauren, I'm greatly honored to receive this award today, especially because I know that I was nominated alongside a constellation of super performers. So founding and growing a group of women in technology in the government space has been disruptive and has been rewarding. And I really remain grateful for the appreciation from the community, the sponsors, the judges, and of course, TechPoint. Thank you, Blair Milo, for the nomination. Biggest shout out to my partners, the Board of Directors of the Government Women in Technology, Elaine Kahn, Megan Compton, Rachel Clark. Thank you to all our members and all our male allies. And thank you to my fabulous colleagues at the Indiana Office of Technology and the state of Indiana, as well as to our phenomenal leadership. And if I may, last but not the least, I would like to thank the three musketeers at the center of my universe, my husband Arnab and my daughter Roshni and my son Rick, for your boundless support for all my crazy ideas. Thank you again so much.
Congratulations, Anu, and thank you to Comcast for sponsoring the Mira Winner Studio and the Community Impact Award. Up next is Rising Tech City. It's my honor to introduce TechPoint's chairwoman, Sherry Aholm, Chief Digital Officer of Cummins, to introduce the award and present the winner.
Thank you, Lauren. I am so excited to present this award tonight. And, you know, actually, we announced it a few weeks ago, so it's probably not as new news as everybody would think. But nonetheless, I'm really, really proud of this group. So the Rising Tech City Awards purpose is to really promote places around the state who are investing in infrastructure, amenities, and culture to really attract talent, support thriving communities, and most of all, grow tech employment as well. So this year, the city of Bloomington stood out among everybody else. And again, I said we announced them before, but there is a whole crew I know in Bloomington that's celebrating tonight. So Pat East, the executive director of the mill, will accept the award on their behalf. So Pat, this is awesome. So congratulatory to you. Can you highlight some of the new developments that you guys are working on for us?
Of course, and good evening. Thank you first to TechPoint for recognizing the hipster capitalists down in Southern Indiana. We want to share our gifts with the state, and I hope tonight is one of many connections. Thank you to Mayor Hamilton and the Redevelopment Commission for investing $4.5 million to transform a century-old furniture factory into the mill, our hub for the new economy. Over the past 2 years, Bloomington startups have attracted more capital than in the past 10 combined. 3 companies participated in Y Combinator and Techstars, and another sold to Facebook. Bloomington's life sciences sector continues to thrive. Thank you to Catalent, Cook, and IU Health for investing $650 million, creating hundreds of jobs and keeping us safe during the pandemic. Thank you to our city government for approving a $2.5 million COVID relief fund for small businesses. As far as we know, it's the nation's second largest per capita. We're also excited for the Trades District Technology Center, a $5.5 million project that will commercialize more of our IP. Finally, thank you to everyone who moves Indiana's economy forward. Someday we'll look back and say, wow, we knew our work would have an impact, but we didn't understand the magnitude. Thank you again, and cheers to the future.
Congratulations, Pat, to everyone working hard to make Bloomington a great Indiana Rising Tech City. Next up is the Tech Education Award that is sponsored by the Center for Information and Communication Sciences at Ball State University. CICS at Ball State University has been preparing graduate students for leadership in the professional services and technology industries for more than 30 years. The center's renowned professors are all industry professionals themselves, as well as experienced teachers and researchers. And graduates of the program report significant increases in salary and opportunities soon after graduation. Here to present the award is Dennis Trinkle, Director of CICS. Hi, Dennis. These are the nominees for Tech Education Award. The award recognizes educators, organizations, and programs that inspire and open doors for learners of all ages. These leaders respond to the needs of students with special attention to opportunities for underrepresented groups, and they have an undeniably positive impact on student achievement and the future workforce. To you, Dennis.
Mike. On behalf of Ball State University and the Center for Information and Communication Sciences, it is an honor to present the Education Category Award this evening. And the Mira Award for Education and Technology goes to Ivy Tech Community College ITS team. Congratulations.
The ITS team at Ivy Tech Community College spent most of 2020 building and implementing what one Salesforce official called the most innovative and comprehensive student system in all of higher education. Accepting on behalf of Ivy Tech ITS team is CIO Matt Etchison.
Hello, everyone. I literally just got back from the gym, so bear with me in my hoodie. Ivy Tech, we're the colleges that are in all of our communities statewide. We're the key to a future of a prosperous and growing state of Indiana economy. We partnered with Salesforce. We built the most innovative and advanced admissions and enrollment platform in all of higher ed. Huge thanks to everyone. It's just an absolute shock for us. So the IT leadership team, Brad, Eric, Thomas, Ryan, Brett, thank you for all your hard work. Our Ivy Connect Salesforce CRM team, Chris, Stephanie, Corey, Robert, Brandon, Joe, Sarah, our Salesforce account team, Courtney, Michaela, Abby, and certainly our architects, Tom and Terry. And of course, all this, due to our amazing president, President Elsperman, CFO Matt Hawkins, their unwavering support. And really, this award goes out to all those community college students who work 2 jobs, raise a family, they seek to skill up, become a college graduate, make the most of their potential. They do their schoolwork before and after the second shift of working so hard to make a better life for themselves and their communities. So they are the backbone of our communities. They're our friends, they're our neighbors, and they are our fellow Hoosiers, and they are all of us. We are Ivy Tech Community College. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate it.
You're looking buff, Matt. The Mira Awards judges made it clear that another great Ivy Tech leader deserved acknowledgement too. Linda Calvin, Vice President of the School of IT, the foundational work she completed in 2020 toward offering new tech degree programs, as well as her considerable diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts, are poised to deliver really incredible results this year and also for years to come. So kudos, Linda. Tech Product of the Year is next, and here to present the award is Lauren Vandenboom. Lauren is the VP of Marketing at HC1, the company that took home this award last year. So let's see this year's nominees for Tech Product of the Year. This award recognizes the groundbreaking and disruptive new tech products developed here. Whether they be hardware, software, or data, these products have the potential for significant adoption and impact, not just in Indiana, but nationwide.
And the Mira Award for Tech Product of the Year goes to 3OE Scientific.
That is bridled excitement right there. As the world was racing to find hand sanitizer during the pandemic, 3OE Scientific was introducing a cloud-enabled smart device called Iggy. Iggy sanitizes hands in 7 seconds using a process that was first developed right here at Delta Faucet by one of 3OE's co-founders. 3OE has brought to market the first major improvement in hand hygiene in decades and represents a leap forward in reducing the spread of viruses like COVID because it's so easy to use and is 99.9% effective. Accepting on behalf of 3OE Scientific is Dr. Tom Faust, founder and CEO. Hello, Tom. Tom, I think you might be on mute. Way to have tech support on hand.
Can you hear us now?
We can.
All right. Thank you so much for so many thank yous to give to TechPoint for nominating us and for the judges who worked so hard and all the other competitors with us in this category. I can't believe we've won. We're just so honored. It's such a great competition and great competitors. We are so proud to represent TechPoint and Indiana in this. My goodness, some of the stories and some of the other competitors are just profound. Our technology was miniaturizing a device that can create aqueous ozone and at point of use. So we are very pleased. A 10-year overnight success. I mean, that's who we are. I can't thank our 3OE team enough. I can't thank our investors enough. We wouldn't be here without any of them. And we are so pleased. We've just, by the way, we've just signed a contract a few months ago with Mayo Clinic to help develop another device to in their surgeries. And so we're very, very, very honored to be a part of this. And by the way, I film tomorrow on, we've been chosen as America by Design. We're on that TV show with CBS. So it's a proud time for us. And thank you all so much.
That's what we were looking for. All right. Well, we'll look forward to watching you and seeing what you have coming down the pike in new products. Our next award is Innovation of the Year, sponsored by Accenture. It's fitting that Accenture is sponsoring the Innovation of the Year category because this Fortune Global 5,000 technology, or 500, let me get that right, Fortune Global 500 technology and consulting company has 7,900 patents and patents pending worldwide. Helping clients maximize their assets and manage change is key for Accenture, as the need for rapid business transformation has never been greater. They meet their clients wherever they are on their path to change in every industry across the globe and partner with them to create lasting value. And we're happy to have LaShunda Baines here with us to present the award. LaShunda is Technology Services Leader with Accenture. So welcome, LaShunda. Here are the nominees for Innovation of the Year. This award honors scientific achievements, R&D efforts, and other trailblazing discoveries that highlight innovations coming from Indiana that have the potential to change lives, change a market, or even an industry. Innovation could come from universities and businesses, or individual scientists, researchers, or entrepreneurs.
Good evening. Good evening. Accenture is completely honored to be a sponsor and congratulates all nominees for your phenomenal work. And the Mira Award for Innovation of the Year goes to Nearwave. Congratulations, Nearwave.
What began as a class project for 2 PhD students at the University of Notre Dame is now a potential game changer in the fight against breast cancer. NearWave is a new non-invasive handheld imaging device for breast cancer that not only saves up to $14 billion annually, but could save tens of thousands of lives. In 2020, NearWave won both the McCloskey New Venture Competition at Notre Dame and a top prize in the Elevate Ventures Nexus competition. And accepting on behalf of NearWave is CEO and Chief Scientist, Roy Stillwell. Congrats,
wow,
Roy.
Thanks so much. We are so surprised. Thank you to TechPoint judges, and I just want to congratulate our fellow nominees. I went through you guys' profiles. Amazing technology coming out of Indiana. Super impressed. We're just incredibly grateful. I couldn't be more proud of our team. Alyssa, Lila, working so hard, Jim, Morgan, Tom, Alex, and for the future folks that we'll be working with. I just want to thank the University of Notre Dame. This came as a class project, as Mike said, that has kind of blown up and become sort of all-encompassing in my life and quite a few others. So we just could not be more excited to get this technology out in the world. And if you have not heard of Professor Thomas O'Sullivan at the University of Notre Dame, you will soon. We've got probably a dozen projects like this in the pipeline. So keep it up, Dr. O'Sullivan. You're killing it. So I just want to say thank you again to our team. Keep building cool stuff, you guys. This is awesome. Thanks so much, everyone. Take care.
Well done, Roy. We're proud of you, your team, and all of the nominees in this category. Keep up the great work. It's important. And also, kudos to the folks in South Bend. You've been pumping out amazing innovations over the last several years and bringing them to market in impressive ways. The Mira Awards judges also wanted to recognize Insight Track with an honorable mention. Syracuse, Indiana-based Anna Haldewang is the founder of Insight Track, and she's helping almond growers in California maximize their profits per tree using patent-pending machine learning and precision robotics. I would encourage everybody to go to their website, check it out. They have this cool video of how it works that I showed to my kids, and they were super impressed. So well done, Anna. Okay, it's time for some audience participation. So nominees and sponsors, turn on those cameras if they're not already on, because we have this giant LED wall, and we're going to show your faces. Let's see what's happening out there in those Zoom rooms. Come on, everybody, give us a wave, give us a dance. Show us how you're celebrating with us tonight. Love it. Okay. Now I'm going to turn things over to a couple of in-studio guests. They are partners on a mission to make STEM education attractive and attainable to K-12 students statewide. From TechPoint Foundation for Youth, please welcome the Foundation's President and CEO, George Giltner, and Director of Programs, Jamie Inskeep.
Thank you, Mike and TechPoint, for sharing the stage at this virtual Mira Awards celebration. My name is George Giltner, and I'm the President and CEO of local Indianapolis nonprofit and partner of tonight's host, TechPoint Foundation for Youth. I'm here with my colleague, Director of Programs, Jamie Inskeep, and this evening, first to present the TechPoint Foundation for Youth's annual Bridge Builder Award, and then to tell you more about our organization and what we're doing in the state of Indiana for underserved students. TechPoint Foundation for Youth Bridge Builder Award recognizes visionary leaders that have transformed science, technology, engineering, and math education for Indiana students who are typically underrepresented in those same industries. This year, I am thrilled to present this award to my longtime colleague, STEM advocate extraordinaire, tireless leader for students of color, and as a lot of her students call her, the world's greatest teacher. This year's TechPoint Foundation for Youth Bridge Builder Award is presented to Professor Carlotta A. Berry of Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology. Congratulations.
So I have been fortunate enough to know and work with Professor Berry now for about 14 years. Dr. Berry is all about service,
and she's always open to helping people. And even if I just need to talk to someone, she's always there.
She serves as the faculty advisor for NSBE, which is the National Society of Black Engineers, co-founded and now currently serves as a co-director for the Rosebud program, which is Rose Almond Building Undergraduate Diversity.
I think the STEM industry should be aware that Dr. Berry is influencing so many people, like kindergarten through second grade, and then she volunteers for FIRST Robotics, which is high school, and she's also a college professor and influences that. So she has like every educational grade level, like she is influencing them, and it is just so impactful to have someone like spread out over all those areas.
The amount of work she puts in to help students who come from an African American background or a Hispanic background is amazing. It's nothing short of impressive. I don't know where she finds the time to do everything she does.
Just being a role model on campus. So it's nice that I can just always go into her office whenever I was struggling in a class.
Every Friday after class, she would always see me in her office, and we would do insomnia cookie dates. And we'd just be talking about how, what I need to do to improve. I know that I can always get in contact with her whenever I need help.
Dr. Berry is the world's greatest teacher, and she's so funny.
If you're interested in improving the diversity and inclusion of your particular workplace, there is probably not a better person in the country than Dr. Berry.
And the Bridge Builder Award is an award given to an individual or an organization that aligns very much with TechPoint Foundation's For Youth mission to provide STEM opportunities for underserved students. And every year we nominate an individual or an organization, and this year TechPoint Foundation for Youth is extending an offer to you as the 2021 Bridge Builder to be presented at the Mira Awards from TechPoint.
What?
Yes.
I'm over here taking notes. I'm thinking you're gonna want me to do something. What?
That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
So much. No, I've been nominated, right?
You are it if you want it.
Oh my God! Now let me open my notes back up. When is the event so I can make sure I put it on the calendar?
It's April 22nd. It's a virtual competition, so you don't need to be there in person. Congratulations, Professor Berry. We are just so thrilled to present this award to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, George and TechPoint Foundation for Youth. I am so honored. Thank you to God, because without him, nothing is possible. I thank you to all of my family and friends who always support me through everything that I do. And they know that I live for STEM and robotics and to diversify engineering. And I'm never going to stop. I'm living out my mission each and every day. I love you all very, very much. This is a blessing. And look at my placeholder until I get the real thing. God is good. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Professor Berry. We really appreciate all the work you do. In a typical year, TechPoint Foundation for Youth reaches over 36,000 Indiana students through programs like our State Robotics Initiative, STEM Partners, and In-STEM Teacher Grants. By mid-2020, however, this year was unfolding in a very different direction, and because of that, we had to pivot our programs to ensure that we're supporting what Indiana teachers and students needed most: digital equity, including the basics of just having a computer and internet access at home.
Our TEACH initiative was developed because we were seeing the consequences of a lack of digital equity among what studies would tell us were up to 100,000 Indiana students. These are students who don't have a computer and/or internet access at home during an unavoidable period of e-learning. Through the TEACH initiative, Indiana educators were surveyed and provided us with details of their students' most dire technology needs. And through evaluation and thanks to funding thus far, we have begun delivering devices to the first 400 Indiana students on what is a very long list of needs.
Over the last year, studies have revealed as many as 100,000 Indiana students do not have a computer or internet access at home. our team knew we had to provide an immediate response to help make digital equity a reality for Indiana students. So last summer, we developed the concept of our Teach initiative to get devices in the hands of those in need to ensure that they have access to their classrooms during a time of e-learning.
I brought a group of guys in to see the Chromebooks, and I think they were shocked to see how many boxes were piled up. And so we went ahead and got out a few of them. Matter of fact, we got out enough that everybody could hold one in their hands, even though they weren't set up yet and weren't ready to use. We unboxed them, and a bunch of guys got to hold them, and so really excited.
They were very eager. They got all their student and parent agreements signed so that those could be assigned to them. They wanted to start right away.
Well, we've been slowly moving our way towards one device for every student, especially in the kindergarten and first and second grade. We had devices that were shared, but then when everyone had to go home, we were scrambling to try to find enough devices for each student. It was doable, but difficult for the teachers especially.
Our Chromebooks in the middle school, which is the only grade level that's one-to-one with technology here for us, those devices were getting a little old, and so having new devices available for them is something that they're extremely excited about.
For our school to be able to receive this donation of Chromebooks and hotspots from TechPoint Foundation is incredible, because we have a high number of students who live in difficult situations. We don't have the ability to simply tell everybody to get their own device.
And it's just not doable for some of these larger families to do their schooling with only one or two devices.
Many of our families were kind of scrambling because they didn't have internet access, and so to provide their children with an education was stressful.
So we're so thankful to TechPoint for doing all that legwork for us, and
invest in the future with supplying these computers to these students. And it's going to do nothing but, I think, help the future economy as well as our society.
Although we have made important steps in the right direction, there is still so much to be done. We are actively seeking partners and funding to help us support the many students and teachers that are still in need of basic technology.
We walked in tonight with a lofty goal of raising $60,000 for digital equity. On Tuesday, we announced that the Indianapolis Colts and the NFL Foundation have agreed to help kickstart tonight's campaign with $30,000. And in the last 48 hours, we've had 2 unexpected donations. Tonight's presenting sponsor, Salesforce, just pledged $10,000. And we've received a very generous donation of $7,500 from the Michael and Jenny Burton Family Charitable Fund. Thank you so much for helping kick off this campaign. So tonight we're asking for your help to help keep the dial moving up. Please visit bit.ly/MiraGives21. The link is on your screen. There's even a QR code that you can scan. Your dollars will support Indiana students in need. Plus, every $50 donated tonight will give you a chance to win the original artwork that's inspired by the Mira Awards that Deanna Craig is painting right now. We'll announce the winner of the drawing for the painting in next Tuesday's TechPoint Index newsletter. So I want to thank TechPoint for this opportunity. I want to thank the Indianapolis Colts, Salesforce, and the Michael and Jenny Burton Family Foundation. And I want to thank all of you for your consideration to support digital equity for Indiana students. Thank you.
Well done, George and Jamie. Before we move on to the next award, let's check in on Deanna Craig and the Mira Awards masterpiece she's creating live right here in studio. And as George referenced, remember, for every $50 donated, you get a chance to win Deanna's painting. So please consider donating, and we'll check back in with her for the unveil at the end. Next up is the award for Service Partner of the Year. This award is sponsored by Genesys. As one of the world's leading customer experience software providers, Genesys powers more than 25 billion interactions every year. More than 10,000 companies in over 100 countries trust Genesys to orchestrate seamless customer journeys and help them build lasting relationships. Indianapolis is home to the company's largest hub, where many of the latest customer experience tech innovations are born. And here to present the award is David Litticoat, VP of Global Sites and People Operations. And here are the nominees for the Service Partner of the Year. This award celebrates exceptional work by professional services firms or internal teams who created the year's best solutions. These solutions are defined as the development of tech products or other professional services for a tech company. Services may include IT and cyber, design and branding, marketing, PR, legal, accounting, consulting, data science, or other related services.
Thanks, Mike. It's an honor to be here representing Genesys. And on behalf of Genesys, just wanted to congratulate all the nominees. And the Mira Award for Service Partner of the Year goes to Peer Group.
Located in Jasper, Indiana, between Bloomington and Evansville, Peer Group is a woman-owned consulting firm that provides tech solutions for the research and education industry. The Mira Awards judges were impressed by the solutions Peer Group provided to their university clients in response to the pandemic. This included the design and deployment of regional and local hotspots, which they stood up in a matter of weeks to enable remote learning. And accepting on behalf of Peer Group is VP of Operations, Charles Stafford.
Thank you, TechPoint. And we're very excited tonight to be honored to receive this recognition. I also wanted to take the moment to thank all those who helped make tonight come together, and also all those that have been nominated, and especially those who've been fortunate enough to receive awards. I am accepting this on behalf of our Peer Group family and our CEO, Amy Williams. And 2020 was a very challenging year, but it also was an opportunity for us at Peer Group to put our main 3 core values to work for our customers. And those core values being responsiveness, accuracy, and follow through. And our people did that each and every day, as you stated so well, trying to help our higher ed customers and partners meet the needs of the new normal, if you will. So again, we're very fortunate and we're very pleased and honored to accept this nomination and also the award. Lastly, your Rise Up hashtag, which I hope will be for all of us tonight, more than just a hashtag, really stuck home with me. And I hope that all of us and all these great companies and great people here within the state of Indiana take an opportunity not just to look at it as a hashtag moment, but as a moment for us to start making our world a better place, starting here at home with Indiana. So thank you again for the honor, and we look forward to getting hard at it once again.
Thanks for the thoughtful challenge there, Charles. And congratulations to you and your whole team in Jasper. How cool is it to see winners across our state, from as far north as South Bend to as far south as Jasper, Bloomington, West Lafayette, and Muncie in between. Large Enterprise of the Year is next, and here to present that award is Nirav Shah. Nirav is Vice President of IT at Republic Airways, last year's Large Enterprise Award winner. And here are this year's nominees. The Large Enterprise Award recognizes tech companies, including tech-enabled, that are succeeding in the marketplace, investing in innovation, committing to DE&I, boosting Indiana's reputation, and leveraging their resources and scale to make a positive impact in our community.
All right, good evening, everyone. Congratulations to all the great nominees. And the Mira Award for the Large Enterprise of the Year goes to Eli Lilly and Company.
When 2020 began, Lilly anticipated a busy year of clinical trials, FDA approvals, and new medicine delivery. But what impressed the Mira Awards judges most was what they did to respond to the unexpected. Enabled by numerous advanced technologies, Lilly brought the full force of its scientific, medical, and technical expertise to attack COVID-19. while keeping its employees safe and continuing to supply medicines for the 40 million people around the world who rely on them. The judges noted that Lilly was the first pharmaceutical company in the country to offer on-site drive-through testing, which they launched in just 3 weeks. The speed by which Lilly conceptualized, developed, and delivered solutions to the global crisis matched the urgency of the moment and once again proved the company's value to the city, the state, the country, and the world. All the while, improving the percentage of women, minorities, and LGBTQ employees in technical and management roles. And accepting on behalf of Lilly is Artie Shaw, Senior Vice President and Chief Information and Digital Officer. Hello, Artie.
Hi, Mike, and thank you. Oh my God, thank you so very much for this amazing honor. Truly, truly humbled, and it's a privilege. I want to congratulate all the finalists in this category tonight and all the finalists across every category. What a year it has been. But look at how the tech community pulled together to deliver truly innovative work in unprecedented circumstances for our companies, our customers, and our communities. While I'm accepting this award on behalf of Lilly, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the incredible hard work, brilliance, and tireless commitment of my Lilly Information and Digital Solutions colleagues and the rest of Eli Lilly and Company. I'm so proud of their commitment to Lilly's purpose of making life better. Thank you to the Mira judges. Lilly is committed to India's tech community, and we are truly, truly honored and humbled by this recognition, especially this year. Thanks a bunch, Mike. Over to you.
Congratulations, Lilly team. And Artie, we are thrilled that in this year, as you are 2 months from retirement, that this can be a high point at the end of your long and successful career at Lilly. Up next is the Exceptional Employer Award, and Doug Ding from UKG is with us to present the award. For those of you who don't recognize the company name UKG, that's Ultimate Kronos Group. They completed their merger just before Kronos won the Exceptional Employer Award last year. And these are the nominees this year. This award celebrates tech companies that are doing an outstanding job of developing talent, cultivating workspaces and workplace culture, and making a positive impact in the community. Many of these standout employers are advancing DE&I and creating employment and development pathways to underrepresented individuals.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Mike. And I've got the award envelope here, and the Mira Award for Exceptional Employer goes to GoodellNet Consulting Services.
GoodellNet Consulting Services is a managed service provider to small to medium-sized businesses, and the company has appeared on the Inc. 5000 fastest growing companies in America list for the past 9 years. The Mira Award judges were impressed by GoodellNet's pursuit of certified B Corp status, which they secured in 2020, and requires them to build the business with community, governance, environment, and diversity as foundations. The company built an internal leadership academy, providing $3,000 a year for each employee to spend on training, and they have a full-time training and development leader dedicated to facilitating upskilling opportunities. Accepting on behalf of GoodellNet is CEO Nick Smorelli.
Well, hi, everybody. I know there's a lot of times that people say, well, hey, I didn't prepare a speech, and you look at them and you think, well, that was too articulate for somebody. Well, I really didn't. And I'm honored, and I'm so thrilled. I'm thrilled to share this with Jen, Ashley, Brad, Justin, and Andrew, who I think are sitting on this call right now. Because at the end of the day, I get far too much credit for who we are. I mean, truly the reality is we are a product of the people that we brought on. And for me, I'm asked all the time of kind of, why do I do what we do? And I feel like our responsibility as business leaders is not necessarily just chasing profit. It's taking care of people and impacting the communities that we're in. And I think the onus is on us, truly, even more so coming off of COVID, to really kind of honor people and the organizations we have, and to understand that We as business leaders and influencers in the community have a lot of power, and we need to use that power for good. And I think being an exceptional workplace just does that. So I love seeing the power of human potential, and I love, using GoodellNet as a force for good. So truly honored. That list that we were sharing was incredible. And I really didn't prepare a speech just because I knew we'd be sharing the company of such incredible organizations. So thank you, TechPoint. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations.
Way to speak from the heart, Nick. Well done. And congrats on the GoodellNet Consulting Services team. Really impressive work. Over the past 8 years, TechPoint has focused in 3 primary areas. 1, expanding, energizing, and promoting our state's tech community. 2, supporting tech employer growth. And 3, building talent programs to attract tech and business skilled talent. And over those 8 years, TechPoint now has enabled 165 organizations to hire 1,100 people through our extern and sales bootcamp programs, facilitated 1,200 introductions and between venture capital firms and Indiana startups, and 250 organizations. Many of you on the call tonight have supported our work via sponsorship and membership. And we've expanded the tech community to include tech product, tech service, tech infrastructure, and tech-enabled companies, from our largest tech employers to our smallest high-promise startups, as well as our most critical educational institutions. Last year at TechPoint, we did a pandemic pivot of our own. And here to share is Senior Manager of Talent Program Operations, Kat Lacasio. Kat.
We've been placing hundreds of college interns in tech employers for years. As the pandemic hit, we witnessed firsthand employers pulling back on hiring plans, leaving thousands of students without internships at a critical point in their lives. These students were going to lose expected income, critical learning opportunities, and in some cases, an internship required for graduation. We felt compelled to build and find a solution, so designed and launched the Summer Opportunities for Students SOS Challenge as a hybrid between a hackathon and a business case competition in which students interested in technical and business roles could develop skills, strengthen their resumes, and make professional connections. We set a goal to support 500 students, and when we launched the initiative on June 22nd, we did so with 508 students from 44 colleges and 81 majors. We matched students to one of 90 teams and assigned them to one of 9 challenge topics. Teams were tasked with coming up with a solution and completing a product prototype, as well as a go-to-market plan by the end of the 5 weeks. Many of you were out of the 229 volunteer coaches who supported the teams. All 90 teams completed, and students who completed received $500 each. Winning teams received a $2,500 prize, and 3 winning teams got to present to Governor Holcomb in the closing ceremony. Due to its success, we are bringing the SOS Challenge back again this summer. If you know a college student interested in tech or business skill jobs or entrepreneurship, tell them to apply by tomorrow, April 23rd at midnight at techpoint.org/SOS. If you are interested in being a coach, please contact us at techpoint.org/jump-in by April 26th.
The next award is the Trailblazer of the Year, the winner of which we announced on April 6th. The Trailblazer Award is a special one with a very distinguished list of past winners. It is also unique in that candidates are nominated by the TechPoint board and decided by the TechPoint Executive Committee. To highlight this year's winner, we have a TechPoint Executive Committee member and a former Trailblazer himself, Scott Dorsey. Scott, welcome.
Hey, thanks, Mike. Congratulations to you and all the honorees this evening. What an exciting night. The TechPoint Trailblazer Award recognizes visionaries whose contributions have made a significant and lasting impact on our state and technology ecosystem. They are inspiring and innovative risk takers whose achievements and bold leadership are catalysts for growth and success. It's my privilege to announce that the 2021 winner of the Trailblazer of the Year Award is Justin Christian. Congratulations, Justin. Born in New York City, Justin came to Indiana to attend DePaul University, where he studied computer science. Lucky for us, he stayed here to build his company and his family in Indiana. Justin founded BC Forward nearly 20 years ago, and today the company is a global leader in information technology solutions and global workforce fulfillment. They serve Fortune 5000 and government clients across all industries throughout North America, Europe, and Asia. Justin leads a team of over 6,000 employees with headquarters in Indianapolis and offices in Minneapolis, Charlotte, Cincinnati, and Hyderabad, India. BC Forward is one of the top 10 largest Black-owned businesses in America. And extra impressive to me, Justin has built BC Forward from scratch with no outside capital. In addition to building a remarkable company, Justin is a dedicated civic leader and philanthropist. He served on the boards of the Indianapolis Children's Museum, Goodwill of Central Indiana, and is the past chair of the Indianapolis 500 Festival Board. Justin's currently a trustee of DePaul University and serves on the boards of the Luma Foundation and Central Indiana Corporate Partnership. And through CICP, he is co-chair for their Business Equity for India initiative to address racial inequities throughout Central Indiana. In 2020, Justin was a national winner of the Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award. And most important to Justin is his family. He's married to Derry Ann, who he met at DePaul. They're an incredible couple who do so many amazing things for our community. And they're the proud parents of 4 daughters. Congratulations, Justin. I'm so happy for you. You're a true role model, an inspiration, and a trailblazer. And I might add, quite fashionable. Okay, everyone, let's enjoy the video.
Justin was one of our major IT suppliers in terms of service providers. And I would see firsthand the quality of the work that he and his organization was able to bring. And at the same time, seeing that, he's been very true to his roots. Justin obviously is a graduate of DePaul, and he gives a great deal of not only his time, but his resources to that institution such that others like him can come through and follow their own path, both as a DePaul graduate, but also as a minority.
He's generous with his friends, he's generous with the organizations that he cares about, and he's generous with his employees, and which I've seen firsthand and experienced firsthand, and it's something that is it's very unique.
First time I met Justin actually was at an event at DePaul University. He goes in and asks me, what do you do? And I had no idea who Justin was or what he did. And they ran this long 5-minute monologue explaining the industry and just kind of nodding his head. He eventually stopped me and said, hey, I get it. Later that night, I figured out who he is and what he does, and the fact that his company that he founded is, 5 times bigger than mine. And I tried to avoid him for the majority of the night because I was so embarrassed. And we still laugh about it just today.
Justin interviewing me was, I think, what sealed the deal for me to want to be involved with BC Forward. He's very charismatic and conversational and inspiring, and so it kind of pushed me in that direction to help make that decision.
Why is it important to have people like Justin? Is opportunity. The culture of BC Forward, I always say, starts from the leadership, right? And our culture is giving people a chance to do things they may not have had an opportunity to do on their own. And I think BC Forward, where it is today, is a result of that.
Looking at almost 25 years later, we're now over 6,000 employees globally. What Justin has done through his leadership is that he's made diversity part of the DNA of BC Forward. We are the largest minority-owned staffing organization and IT services organization in Indianapolis.
The way that I know Justin
is he was the chair of the search committee that brought me to DePaul to become the 21st president. And so my very first impression of Justin, he asked me really challenging but interesting questions, and at the same time, he really drew me in to be excited about the opportunity. Justin and his wife is also a DePaul alum. In fact, Justin and Darrianne met at DePaul, and they're really invested in the university and particularly invested in the success of our students. Center for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion is named after Justin and Darrianne Christian, and that was their way of making a statement that DePaul is a university that cares very deeply about diversity, equity, and inclusion. And he's also very involved in the Indianapolis community. Both he and his wife sit on many boards.
You know, he's a rare entity in the sense of there's not a lot of people that look like him in the space that he operates, and definitely at the scale at which he operates.
I definitely wouldn't be where I am today without Justin. He has allowed me to flourish and grow. As an entrepreneur, I think that Justin's ability to take chances has led him to some really great outcomes and decisions for the business. But that culture from him has flowed from the top down. He takes chances on people within the organization. He allows a lot of room for growth, and it inspires a lot of loyalty. You know, people love working at BC Forward, but they love working for Justin. Congratulations to you, Justin. This is a wonderful achievement, and I'm looking forward to what the future has in store.
Justin, congratulations on receiving this year's Trailblazer Award. I wish you continued success into the future.
Thank you for everything you've done for BC Forward and for Indianapolis as a whole.
Hey, Justin, congratulations on the Trailblazer Award. Much deserved. Couldn't be happier for you.
From your DePaul family, congratulations, Justin, on this incredible award. We are so very proud of you.
It's an amazing accomplishment, but not only for you, for BC Forward, Darrianne, and the family. Very proud to know you.
It's a testament to all the hard work that you've done over the years, as well as not the mere fact that you're reaching for lofty goals and moving forward, but you're also looking behind to see who else you can bring up with you. So again, congratulations. I'm so excited for you, so happy for you, and go Justin.
Hey, congratulations, Justin. Way to go.
Thank you, Scott. This is overwhelming. I don't typically get choked up, but I got to admit I am right now. And thank you, Mike, and your team at TechPoint and Salesforce, the presenting sponsor, for everything that you did to coordinate tonight's Mira Awards. And most importantly, thank you for all that you do to support our local tech community here in Indianapolis. You know, much of what we do at BC Forward is we deploy and enable teams of technology professionals all across the world to respond to critical initiatives. And our customers are among global leaders in banking and finance, technology, healthcare, life sciences, manufacturing, some public sector customers as well. And the business environment today is moving fast. It's lightning speed. And this speed, combined with every other challenge that we all know about, has increased our overall operational complexities and business expectations. And to successfully meet the expectations of our industry-leading clientele really requires an industry-leading team. And honestly, when I look at the list of Trailblazers who have received this award in years past, like my good friend Scott Dorsey, who introduced me, and my DePaul classmate, Angie Hicks, and Dave Becker, and all the other tech icons, I am truly, truly humbled. But I know, honestly, the only reason that I am qualified to receive this honor today is because of the world-class team that I work with at BC Forward, many of whom you saw in the video. You know, look, BC Forward folks, we like a good party. So tonight is bittersweet. And as we all socially distanced virtually, we truly do miss the fun and excitement that comes from being together in person. You know, our culture at BC Forward is really one of healthy collaboration, and that's the foundation of our team. In all of our global locations, we have a strong sense of community and an open environment that fosters creativity, innovation, personal and professional development. And we are strengthened by the diversity of all of our teams at all levels of the organization. We have always embraced the uniqueness and individuality of all of our employees. And we believe that these differences generate conversations, and from these conversations, we grow and we become a stronger team for ourselves and for our customers and for our communities. So I want to thank my team, Doug, Andrea, Katie, Jen, Jason, Greg, Courtney, Sonia, Joy, and everybody else who is part of the BC Forward family. You guys are the true trailblazers tonight because you make the magic happen for our company. And I'd also like to thank my family, my wife, Darianne, my 4 daughters, and my parents for your support and always helping me keep things in perspective. And thank you again, TechPoint. This is a night that I will always cherish.
Thank you, Justin. I too wish that we were together. I could give you a high five in person on stage. We'll have to make it happen next year. And now we're going to move to an award that hopefully will signal some of the individuals who could be the future trailblazers on your end of the camera in years to come or in the room with us. You can learn more about these individuals, these nominees, not only for this category, but for all of them from all the awards tonight by going to techpointindex.com. We have winner stories posted there. Helping us to present the Rising Entrepreneur Award, our next one, is a winner from last year, Amy Brown, the founder and the CEO of Authentics. Hi, Amy. Here are the nominees for the Rising Entrepreneur Award this year. The award recognizes high-potential startup founders of any age and celebrates individuals' courage, talent, industriousness, and the potential for business success, as well as their community impact and leadership.
It is my joy and honor to present tonight's Mira Award for the Rising Entrepreneur. And this award goes to Yao Unning from Malamo.
Serial entrepreneur Yao Ning's latest venture is Malomo, a shipment tracking platform for high-growth merchants. It has tracked millions of shipments since Yao co-founded the company in late 2018 and grew 500% in 2020. The company's $2.7 million seed investment was the largest raised by a Black founder last year. The Mira Awards judges were impressed by Yao's story of success, including his failures from which he learned, grew, and moved on to solve new business problems that are clearly gaining more than just traction, but significant national attention and financial success. It's not just his business acumen, but his dedication to giving back to the community that swayed the judges. Yao's optimism and positivity are on constant display as he pursues his passions and lifts up everyone around him to achieve more together. Yao, congratulations.
Thank you so much, Mike, and the TechPoint family. You all do so much to really highlight Indianapolis and shine a bright light on Indy. So thank you for putting on the Mira Awards. I am honestly shocked and super excited about this award. While I might be the winner of the award, I feel like my success is really a reflection of the support that I get from wonderful people that I'm surrounded with. My team who's behind me, really excited to celebrate with them. I'd really love to thank my wife for putting up with so many late nights and stress. Can't thank you enough for your love and devotion. I started Malomo as a tribute to my mother. She battled cancer for a number of years, and her grit and commitment to herself and pushing herself forward while she was going through that experience, she launched a soap company, and she named that soap company Malomo. And when she passed, I really wanted to honor her name and her legacy. So this is a really big treat for me to win this award and showcase my love and support for her. So thank you again so much, TechPoint. I'm really excited to really receive this honor, and congrats again to all the winners. Tough group to be in, lots of great nominees. So congrats to all those too. So thank you so much.
Congratulations again, Yao. The next category is Investor of the Year, and I'm pleased to introduce Phil Lodato to present the award. Phil is the General Counsel of Elevate Ventures, which took home this award last year. And hi, Phil. And here are the nominees for Investor of the Year. The Investor of the Year Award spotlights angel investors or investment firms who bring capital plus outstanding connections, advice, and attention to Indiana tech companies. This category recognizes all types of investors who bet on Indiana tech companies and serve as critical mentors and connectors.
Thank you, Mike, all of TechPoint. On behalf of Elevate Ventures, I'm honored to announce that the Mira Award for Investor of the Year goes to IU Ventures.
The Mira Awards judges noted that with 15 separate investments and follow-on fundings, IU Ventures at Indiana University was one of the most active funding sources in the state during the pandemic. And not just in central Indiana, but statewide. The judges also pointed to IU Ventures' dedication to diversity, equity, and inclusion as a great example for others, as more than 50% of the companies IU Ventures has invested in since 2018 have had women or minority founders, CEOs, or other C-suite members. And here to accept the award is Terry Willie, Managing Director at IU Ventures. Hello, Terry.
Hello. Thank you, and good grief. It's an honor to be here to represent in IU Ventures this evening, and there's only so much one can say in 60 seconds, so hear this, and please remember this. Companies with diverse leadership teams and equitable and inclusive cultures build better products, recruit the best people, and produce better financial results. Many thanks to our portfolio company founders and leaders. You inspire us and set a wonderful example of how to weather a storm and do it well. Congratulations to all the nominees. It's a pleasure to be in the venture community with you, and thank you for investing here. Thank you, TechPoint, the Mira Awards team, and our friends and colleagues in the venture community. A special thanks to my founding teammates, Jason, Samantha, Tony, and Mike, our investment committee, our syndicate partners, members of the IU Angel Network, and donors to the IU Philanthropic Venture Fund. To all who have supported our work at IU Ventures, many thanks.
Well done, IU Ventures team, and all of the investors that are investing in our Hoosier companies. You make all the difference. We're coming up to our last 2 awards of the night. This has been such a great night of recognition and celebration of our community, including all of you watching. Thank you for tuning in and for everything you do to make Indianapolis and Indiana a great place for tech. Okay, the next award is the Startup of the Year. This award is sponsored by Faegre Drinker. Faegre Drinker is a top 50 law firm with more than 1,300 experienced attorneys and other professionals in 21 locations around the U.S. and around the world. They partner with clients ranging from emerging startups to multinational corporations, including many of tonight's Mira Award nominees. And here to present the award is Joe Smith, a partner and member of the firm management board at Faegre Drinker. These are the nominees for Startup of the Year. This award recognizes new companies that have in-market tech products or services. They've shown the greatest development based on growth and impact and have the most promising potential for success. These new ventures demonstrate the creative, strategic, and innovative entrepreneurial spirit of Indiana's technology community.
Well, thank you, everybody. On behalf of Favorite Drinker, I'd like to say thank you to TechPoint and announce that the Mira Award for Startup of the Year goes to Malomo.
Kudos, Malomo team. It looks like you're at the Speakeasy celebrating tonight. In 2020, Malomo shipment tracking platform helped e-commerce merchants and their customers track more than 7 million orders around the world, alerting them of delivery issues as they happen. The Mira Awards judges saw how Malomo has transformed shipping from a cost center into a profitable marketing channel. The company drove millions of dollars in repeat revenue for retailers, doubled its headcount, and grew 500% last year. Accepting on behalf of Malomo is again co-founder and CEO and tonight's Rising Entrepreneur Award winner, Yao Aning.
Wow, thank you so much, TechPoint. We are thrilled. We are so excited to win this award. I got my team behind me. The squad is here. We are so pumped. Thank you to my co-founder, my partner in crime, who we do everything together. Been a partner for the last decade. So excited to build this company with them. Thank you to my entire team, our investors, supporters. Anything you want to say, Anthony? Congratulations, Paloma! Thank you so much. Yes!
That's awesome. What a night for you, Malomo, Yao, congratulations. Before we present our last award of the night, I want to remind you to stay tuned for a special performance, that special performance by Native Son and Manon Voice. But now it's time to reveal that completed painting we've been referencing by Deanna Craig, inspired by the Mira Awards and our Rise Up theme. Deanna, are you ready to share your work? Let's see that masterpiece. And remember, if you haven't already donated to TechPoint Foundation for Youth's Digital Equity Fundraising Campaign, this is your last chance. And for every $50 you donate, you get a chance to win Deanna's painting. Great work, Deanna. All right, now it's time for our final award, Scale Up of the Year. Sponsoring the award is IDA Ireland. IDA Ireland promotes foreign direct investment into Ireland through a wide range of services. IDA partners with potential and existing investors to help them establish or expand their operations in Ireland. Site Selection magazine says Ireland is the best country to invest in Western Europe, and Forbes has named Ireland one of the best countries for business. Presenting the award is Suzanne Lynch, Vice President of Emerging Business. Hello, Suzanne. Here are the nominees for Scale Up of the Year. This award celebrates high-growth, innovation-driven businesses that provide technology products or services. They may be bootstrapped or venture-funded, but all of these emerging companies have built up traction beyond the startup stage, and they could be Indiana's next big tech success stories.
Thanks, Mike, and the entire TechPoint team. We are so excited to be involved, and what an exceptional evening. The Mira Award for Scale Up of the Year goes to Socio.
After spending a couple of years perfecting their product market fit as Purdue University students, Socio's founders struck out on their own to disrupt the events market with their application built for in-person events management. They excelled, doubled in size and revenue each year over 2 years. And then the pandemic hit, crushing the in-person events industry and Socio's traditional business model. What happened next is what wowed the Mira Awards judges. Socio shifted its product focus to meet the new needs for virtual events. They re-engineered the Socio platform in less than 3 months, stood up a professional services team, and continued hiring to keep up with an explosion in demand. Today, Socio is profitable and preparing to double in size and revenue again this year. And while maintaining its award-winning company culture at locations in Indianapolis, Lafayette, and Istanbul, Turkey. The judges believe Socio has found a recipe for continued success with its approach to hybrid events, and they expect more great things from the company in the future. Accepting on behalf of Socio is co-founder and CEO, Yarkin Sakacholo.
Wow, this is such an honor. It's amazing being here with the best and the brightest of our state. I just want to quickly thank TechPoint and the entire indie tech and business community for the continuous support and for making Socio proud to call Indie our home. We are humbled and honored to be in such great company. As you mentioned, 2020 hasn't been easy for anyone. Throwback to last March, most people thought that Socio, as an event tech company focused on in-person events, would never make it through. But the Socio team didn't let that happen. We pivoted fast, made some tough decisions, and took big swings forward. And I'm really proud of our team and extremely thankful to have the privilege to serve such resilient teammates. This award is for the entire Socio team globally. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for making Socio what it is today.
Congratulations, Socio team, Yarkin. Keep up the great work. We look forward to your future success. Again, I want to thank our presenting sponsor, Salesforce. I also want to recognize our production partners, Marquis Rental and Staging, Inside Indiana Business, Gang Gang, Pathos Video, Tactive, and Sapphire Strategies. You make this production possible, and we're so grateful. And finally, to the TechPoint team, thank you for all you do. Making the Mira Awards happen is a massive undertaking. You are all impressive. Now to help us cap off the night and our Rise Up theme, here are local artists Native Son and Manon Voice.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I won't never dumb it down. I break it down to smaller pieces. It's easier to digest. The reason for my thesis, the legions of doom tried to make us into buffoons when all we need is room to break up out of this cocoon. So whom much is given, y'all know the rest, man. I see what's best for the greater good, leave us less than. I feel the pressure, the greatest would. Success to be understood. Congressional medal tested, the hood is so manifested. It's destiny that aggressive. I wrestle with the fact we were never insured. To be progressive was a lesson that we had to endure, that we rather enjoy. Every girl, every boy, come on and lift every voice if you believe. Yeah. Believe. Straight up. If you believe. Gotta believe. Yeah. Hold up. You see, the color of your skin should never define you. But you could never tell, that's the way to remind you. Cause all they do is plot, that's grave, without a coffin. The greater generation, that's slave, but not as often. Now we Robinson, that's a space that we get lost in. The bigger portion, the blink of fortune, yeah. I think of orphans when I consider my race. Don't know where we come from, they spat on my history. Space has been given, never take. That's starting with pride. The native son came out to play when the prodigal died. That's deep as nautical miles. Back when I thought as a child, didn't know how to be proud. To find a smile in the clouds, I had to believe, yeah. Believe. But y'all don't hear me though. I had to believe in myself, yeah, and in my plan, yeah, within my fam, that's right, my fellow man, my brother man, reaching out with his other hand, let's take care of them sisters, maybe we can see the motherland, and yeah, come on, believe, let's take care of them sisters, maybe we can see the motherland, and yeah. Well, maybe we can see the motherland, yeah, if you'd only believe.
The boy who once dreamed did not always see himself a king. Heir of a segregated South, the rubiginous soil of Atlanta, Georgia, thick with the blood of his ancestors, almost buried him in prepubescent self-hatred. The dream, wrinkled in time throughout eras of displacement he saw, painted on the shutters of his sight, the crowns of black gods who once ambled the earth with wings and 3 eyes. The chariots of queens whose necks are tall and foreheads high, scripted with hieroglyphs. Strapping Zulus who drove their war horses into the battle march betwixt a procession of percussive strikes. Children who made mirrors in the river of their beauty, cooling their skin beneath the sub-Saharan sun, and then, black bodies being bent like beasts, herded up on great ships, disappeared into the night mouths of lily-faced pirates, the bows of bloated boats, giving up its sick to the seas, its strongest to suicide, the sinking of swarthy feet upon strange land, strange jangling chains that cuffed their throats and their hands, strange fruits made of their sun, rotten flesh, half like nectarines. The dream was almost sucked out of the mouth of an infant torn from slave womb. The dream almost passed out of plantation palms, cursed with cotton. The dream almost died in the Confederacy of the Civil War. The dream almost fell short of number 13 in the United States Amendment. The dream almost miscarried during the birth of Reconstruction, stood up to a tyrant named Jim Crow, and then sat down in the posture of Rosa Parks Snow. The dream crawled its way into the civil rights movement, beset by beatings and boycotts, marches and marauders of justice. The dream would win the Nobel Peace Prize and then fire split the chest of the king on the balcony of his rented room throne. The dream was assaulted on the way to the ballot box in Fannie Lou Hamer's I'm sick and tired. The being sick and tired, the dream would bump his black fist with Angela Davis's afro and black pride. The dream would travel to school with the Little Rock Nine. The dream would sit in the jail cell with the Central Park Five. The dream would elect its first black president and then 8 years later slip under the kneecap of Kaepernick. The dream went missing on the south side of Chicago, said I can't breathe in Staten Island, New York, threw up his hands in Ferguson, Missouri, wore a hoodie in Sanford, Florida, said I wasn't reaching for it in Falcon Heights, Minnesota, and right here in Nashville with a 21-year-old boy shot with 12 bullets in his back. The dream, the dream, the dream, the dream. This riotous torch burning the bosom of believer and unbeliever alike, taking on immortality, but always taking on new life. The dream would outlive the boy who dreamt it. Its limbs would outrun the king on the way to the mountaintop, and the torch be passed down. The weight of its glory, our burden, our responsibility, our heirloom, our crown. I still believe in the dream. I still believe in the dream. I still believe.
That concludes the 2020-2021 TechPoint Mira Awards. Be sure to check out techpointindex.com and learn more about tonight's winners. And until next year, Indiana Tech community, keep rising up Good night.